And I look at my children today and, full disclosure, my wife stays home. She homeschools our kids. They're in the home 90% of the time, 95% of the time. And people always ask me like, well, aren't you worried about them having this or having that or having some sort of social awkwardness? And I stop and think to myself, well, if the cost of them being given a firm foundation, it doesn't guarantee anything for them throughout their life. They will have to face opposition. They will have to make choices. But if the cost is, I'm going to give them a firm foundation and they might be a little bit different, you know what? That's okay. Because I don't want my kids to be like all these other kids out there that are doing the things they're doing and that are being influenced by the things they're being influenced by. I want to give them a chance. I want to arm them with the armor and the truth of God, and then allow them to go out and be warriors for Christ.
We have to give them the foundation first so that when they confront the opposition, right, they're strong and capable of discerning it and making their decision and using their agency.
You've got to know your children, because some kids can go to public school and they can face the pressures there, and they have developed and matured in their gospel testimony and their witness, and they can withstand. I mean, they love the gospel, and I've known kids I've worked with in youth that I'm like, that kid gets it, man. Like he's getting a solid testimony, and he does a great job standing up for his beliefs and for truth and for light. And then some kids, it takes them longer, and you've got to be very observant, because whatever sacrifice is required to preserve the seed that's planted within your children, whatever it is, whatever the cost, don't listen to what the world is. Don't listen to the peer pressure. Don't listen to, I've got to keep up with the Joneses, or we got to have this or that, or I've got to have the comfortable life. Don't fall into the trap of, I got to have the comfortable life. No, you've got to do whatever is required to give your children and give yourself a chance to flourish and to build that strong foundation in the gospel. So sacrifice is whatever required, because the Lord will consecrate that effort for you, and you'll get paid back tenfold. You don't have to worry about that. So give yourself and give your children a chance. And if that means you got to be a little different, that means you got to do things a little different. Maybe you sacrifice some of the comforts of the world. It's worth it. Don't worry about that. Hit that like button, leave us a comment, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it.
They may seem like little things, but liking, commenting, it helps the algorithm push our content out to more people. So it's our small way of sharing the gospel in a social media age.